America has a choice to make. Choosing to continue down the path we're on will only fuel the politics of anger and division. Choosing to look beyond our differences to what makes us one is what can connect us again as Americans. Citizen Connect is a nonpartisan platform committed to finding common ground and dedicated to the old-fashioned civic duty of getting things done. We don't have an agenda. We're not here to help you choose a side. We're here to help you get involved. To lend a hand in healing America by connecting you with events and organizations dedicated to bringing our country together. Election reform, civic education, bridging personal and political differences. Hundreds of organizations, large and small, founded by Republicans, Democrats, and Independents, all in one place, and all with the same goal. Just point, click, and you're part of the solution. As a country, we have a choice to make. It's not about who you're fighting with. It's about what we're fighting for. And the only way we can make America work is by working together. Join us now at Citizen Connect. Let's get to work.
I'm hoping you can honor me, and I can say this honestly, we gotta be the hope to build a dynasty. I'm not the one for irony, I'm tired of all the policies. John Lewis had a creed, he believed we could seize all the faith and respect in the peace that we need. We can plant a couple seeds, let it grow into the leaves of a bond never broken. We don't deal with greed.
Good trouble, trouble for good. 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 Good trouble.
See the trouble that we facing, we sick of all the hating. It's not in our equation. We do this for the truth and the soul of our nation. The youth that we raising, the trails that we blazing. Not a lost cause, never seeking pity. When it's Dave and it's Corey to forge a new committee. We the change in your city while you whistling Dixie. Yeah, you whistling Dixie.
Trouble for good, good trouble. 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 Trouble for good, good trouble.
Loving the masses, loving my culture, loving my blackness. Give me a moment to talk in this classic. Bigger the dream, we live at Jurassic. Give us some access, look at this atlas. African vibes, just look at the track list. Positive karma, celebrate life. Add a few commas, Douglas Tubman calling Obama. Martin Meyer, say it with honors. We never had limits, life of a Jordan, Lewis to Hendrix. Give me a moment to shine, give me a moment to open your mind. Give me a moment so I can get loud. I'm black and proud, I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud. Give me a moment so I can get loud, telling the world I'm black and proud. I'm loving the feeling, loving the pride, loving the healing, loving the rise. Our love is appealing, only the millions ready for kneeling, never no ceilings. Here in the moment, tell me who will win. Love is the real gem. Deliver a spark, painting a purpose. We give you this art, giving an ode to Oprah's heart. The Rosa Parks, we black and smart. I'm talking about picking up all in the jacks and say it with passion. Give me a moment to shine, give me a moment to open your mind, give me a moment so I can get loud. I'm black and proud, I'm black and proud, I'm black and proud. Give me a moment so I can get loud, telling the world I'm black and proud. Give me that moment to shine, give me that moment to open your mind, give me that moment so I can get loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Give me a moment to shine, give me a moment to open your mind, give me a moment so I can get loud. I'm black and proud, I'm black and proud, I'm black and proud. Give me a moment so I can get loud, telling the world I'm black and proud.
Cemeteries are emerging all over the country, and we're finding out more and more about the significance and the lessons that cemeteries bring to the larger public. We have got to save this sacred area.
Was at one point in time, this property was a place where white members of a Methodist church were buried. The land was sold for the purposes to bury free blacks and slaves who resided in the area. Not only were black and white to live separately, but they were also to be buried separately. Over the years, unfortunately, it fell into disrepair. People died off, moved away, and it was under consideration to be sold to some developers.
The wholeness of a people is diminished if the ancestors are not honored.
Part of our ambition is to create a historic memorial park that recognizes the people who were here, provides inspiration for future generations, as well as educating about the rich history that black people had in Georgetown.
Of the things we think, say, or do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
In the beginning of creation, there was no you, but together
welcome everyone to Cape Town, South Africa, and to this event celebrating Rotary International Champions of Inclusion. Round of applause again. That's why we're here. Today's honorees demonstrate what happens when people of action come together to identify problems, create a vision of how it can be solved, then partner with the community to deliver fasting and lasting change. They're placing a greater emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have an opportunity to come to terms with our past and build a future where everyone is welcome, everyone has the support that they need to fully participate, and everyone is respected and valued. This is the global path of reconciliation, progress, and hope. To reach this destination, it helps to have a supportive guiding leader, and we have her here. Had a great conversation with her. It is the CEO of the Desmond Lee Legacy Foundation. Please put your hands together for Janet Johnson!
Desmond Tutu Legacy Foundation is just absolutely delighted to have partnered with Rotary International tonight in support of the extraordinary example set by the champions of inclusion, the real VIPs of our evening tonight. You know, Archbishop Tutu taught us that as much as human beings have a capacity for evil, we are fundamentally made for goodness, for love and compassion. And it was his courageous action that showed us that righteous anger is more powerful than raw power. He refined the art of listening, learning, and contemplation, and transformed them into his unique ability to courageously speak truth to power and always stand for justice. To tackle the challenges of our time effectively, we're going to need both technical development solutions as well as a new wave of action, driven by courage, capacity, and compassion at a societal level.
Rosemary Namboze founded the Angel Center for Children with Special Needs after learning about the lack of support and social service for children with disabilities and their caregivers in Uganda. This organization now advocates for inclusive education for the disabled population.
Let me tell you about a beautiful child. Abri was born with a disability. His parents later created hope and support for other couples with special needs children. Growing up in an environment where people with disabilities were discriminated against, and there was a taboo against people with disabilities appearing in public, I never considered that one day I might have such a child with a disability. No parent starts off prepared to raise a special needs child, but the experience elicits profound strength and a new ability to deal with extreme emotions. This is especially true in Uganda, where I have encountered many stereotypes and cultural barriers, even concerns about witchcraft. Discovering who I was and how I could resume my life again was not easy. But once I reached that point of awareness, I wish to use my experience to help others with first-hand information. I knew the first step was defending children with special needs. Armed with information and determination, I founded Angel Center for Children with Special Needs in Uganda, Wakiso District. The initiative upholds the rights of children with special needs and ensures that caregivers raising these children are supported with psychosocial support and community-based rehabilitation. This is how it works. Our vision, a society which integrates children with special needs, must fully realize their potential. Then our mission is to be the voice by breaking the silence and fear of disability in communities through increasing access to information and service delivery. We need to give disability a human face, so the values and dignity that exists within the beautiful, unique children is seen and embraced by society. Since 2012, we have supported over 150 children and 200 vulnerable households raising children with intellectual disabilities. And among them, we are looking at Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and autism. Our Center of Excellence of Disability in Uganda hosts the early learning for children with special needs. We have also advanced the rights of young people with intellectual disabilities in employment and equal and fair opportunities. Through the collaboration with potential employers, we are connecting young persons with intellectual disabilities to decent employment. Yeah, I knew from my personal experience that caregivers needed support in terms of counseling, respite care, connecting them to livelihood opportunities. To our son, Abril, you have been our greatest teacher in the family. We affirm our love for you. We shall stand by and defend you from all forms of exclusion to live a productive and happy life.
Baba yetu yetu liye binguni yetu yetu, amina. Baba yetu yetu liye, jina lako litukuzwe. Baba yetu yetu liye binguni yetu yetu, amina. Baba yetu yetu liye, jina lako litukuzwe. Utupele uchakula chetu, tunachohitaji utasame makosa yetu, hey, kama nasi tunavyowasamehe waliotukosea. Usitutie katika majaribu, lakini utuokoe na yule mwovu, milele.
To get to introduce the final two awardees tonight. Sarita Shukla has dedicated her life to uplifting the transgender community in New Delhi, India. She leads the Transgender Empowerment Project named Astitwa at Pahal, Nurturing Lives.
How would you feel if your parents disown you? What would be your state of mind if those around you kept mocking you? It is indeed traumatizing to even visualize such a situation in life. Unfortunately, this is the reality for some people, and we can understand it would push anyone to depression and isolation. Where I live, this is often the experience for transgender people. In India, we officially have more than 6 million people, referred to as lakhs, but the undisclosed count is much more. In 2010, I met a woman who had a profound impact on my life. I was working on a supporting project that supported 6 workers. At first, Rinku was reluctant to open up, but eventually she shared a moving story. She was rejected by her family, who said she couldn't achieve anything because of her identity. Rinku told me, I am a transgender, and then she said something that changed me. There are so many organizations and people who work for children, old people, disabled, and challenged. However, no one works for us and our well-being. The day someone will think about us, probably this world may be a better place for us to live. From that moment, I decided to work for this community, and it became my passion and purpose in life. Our belief is that every individual is a human being. And we want to create society where transgender people are treated with respect and equality. And above all, to ensure they feel accepted, never disowned. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to Cape Town, South Africa.
This is a learning journey for all of us.
Together, we weave a fabric called purpose.
Let us light the way, sharing our stories, helping others find their place of hope, one relationship at a time.
We need to give disability a human face.
Our belief is that every individual is a human being.
We cannot hope to create positive and sustainable change unless we champion inclusion and equity.
Indeed, relationships are built at the speed of trust.